Alright lads, so the end of year point event has officially started, and with that, we need to talk about it, because one, we get the new heart special move source at 5 million points. That's what we will be doing today, doing the ultra quest to get that 5 mil points, and then also talk about who you should potentially use that heart special move source on, but also just to highlight the fact that this point event is boosted, and it pretty much is one of the best point events that we have received thus far, because as you can see right now, we have extra quest 2, and then we get extra quest 4 and 3 coming out on the 5th of January. Well, normally, when it comes to the points that you get on the first half of the point event of the week, you would get around 70-ish K. Well, this current point event gives 90k points if you do have 4 bonus characters. And we haven't even got the second half of the event. So once we get extra quest 4 and 3, there is a good chance you're going to be getting around 120,000 points every 5 times soul tickets, which is kind of crazy to think about. This is by far the best point event. The last couple 7 months or so since they have introduced 4 bonus characters, they haven't really been boosting the point events like they used to back in the day, and now this point event basically has that. So for those that are maybe trying to get a lot of OG characters, maybe farm up a lot of Brave Soul tickets, I definitely recommend going ham on this point event. For me, I'm going to probably try and go for like at least 200 mil, because it's definitely worth your time. That said though, what we're doing right now is going into the ultra difficult quest, where they do want you to use a Retsu Unohana. You don't have to use her, but use any technique character, especially with those that have Holo Kill on, and you should be perfectly fine. Now, when it comes to Retsu, I actually haven't even used it yet. Now, keep in mind, I am currently using keyboard and mouse, so I'm using my keys to move around, which is kind of hard. I don't play like this, so I'm going to be playing like an absolute pleb. Just a quick warning for you lads. So, Retsu's actually very good. Of course, she is by far one of the best characters in the game right now. How do I flash step? Oh, it's kind of hard to do so. This is a challenge in of itself. Like, not only are we playing the ultra difficult quests, we're also playing with keyboard and... No, not even mouse anymore. We're just using keyboards. And it's kind of hard to do so. But I will be having showcases up of these 2 characters tomorrow's time. Also a updated tier list, hopefully. These 2 characters are great. Kenpachi is an amazing PvP character. And then Retsu is just very powerful. Now, even though my Retsu is 5 out of 5, she is essentially being played as a 1 out of 5 character, because she only has level 10 SP. And that's about it. Alright. And we completely missed. That SA1's really good, though. SA2 is really good for inflicting drain, too. And I think we're good. Are we into the final quest? Nice. Alright, there we go. Nice and easy. Not too bad. So, and now we just use our sub one. Very good sub one, by the way. Nice. Alright, lads. There we go. Quest completed, and now with that we should get 500k points. Now the ultra quest is actually very good in this case, because you do have to go for the 5 million point mark. For those players that don't have 4 bonus characters, for example, getting to 5 million points isn't impossible. It's actually very easily done with the soul tickets that you can get over the next 2 weeks. But it's nice to have, you know, that 500k free points from the get-go, in this case taking me to the 5 mil points. So for any new players out there that maybe don't have enough bonus characters, you definitely want to complete that ultra quest. And unfortunately I did just skip past the heart source, but we did get it. We did get it. So this is essentially a free dupe for maybe people that start the game recently, like within the next week or 2. It's a free dupe. Now these are very rare. Like, they shouldn't be that rare, but they are very, very rare. KLab are being really stingy when it comes to these heart special move sources, or just in general special move sources. It basically treats it as a dupe for any heart character. Now, it used to be 1 every 3 months. I think it should be 1 every month, but lately it's been 1 every 6 months. The last time we got a special move source was back in July, so it's been a hot minute. Now, let me go look at my character. So what should you do with this heart special move source? I recommend personally using it on the best of the best characters. At the end of the day, if you really want to use on a heart character that you just really like, then by all means go ahead. I recommend though saving it until you get a character 4 or 5. Let me give you some examples. So let's say here we have Misaki. She is 2 out of 5 right now. She's a very good character, and she's also kind of rare at this point because manga characters haven't been back all too often. Even though she just had a rerun, this character is definitely, I would say, eventually worth sourcing if you really like Misaki, right? She's a very powerful character, but she's 2-5. Me using that source is going to unlock a stamina slot. Not really that useful. I only use sources, and personally when it comes to using sources, I save them until I can get a character 5 out of 5. So if this character is 4 out of 5, then I would use a source. So for example, as we can see here, we have Nini. She is 4 out of 5. So getting that final dupe slot is going to unlock the defense slot, but also it's going to allow me to get the 6th slot where I can get a potential additional 500 SP. And that is huge. The buff you get from 4 out of 5 to 5 out of 5 is crazy. And that's when I realistically only recommend you lads using these sources, is to get the character 4-5. I know some people would say maybe use it on a character to get them 2-5 because the focus slot that you can get does add quite a bit of damage, but personally for me, with how rare sources are, you want to make sure that you only ever use them to confirm that 5 out of 5 character. In this case, Aizen, for example. If your Aizen is 4-5, using that heart special move source to 5 out of 5 Aizen isn't going to be a bad idea. At the same time, though, it does come down to if you're willing to spend sources on premium characters, because they are more common, right? Aizen is a very powerful character, the best character in the game. He's worth using it on, but at the same time, too, you might eventually pull him a lot in the next 6 or so months. But then we look at a character like Nini. She left this morning. Her banner's gone. She's not going to come back for another 3 months. She's not going to get put as fillers in future banners, besides maybe just future Burn the Witch banners, right? So you got to consider a lot of those things, whether you should use on a premium character, even if it's the best character in the game. It really comes down to you if you want to use on a premium character. Personally, for me, I would. I know some people don't share that same opinion, but I use the rainbow source, which is rarer than a normal heart source, right? Because you have to pay for those. I used my rainbow source to get Aizen 5-5, and I don't regret it. He is a very powerful character, and again, if your Aizen's maybe 4-5, then maybe using that heart source on him isn't going to be a bad thing. But I definitely do recommend maybe just holding it out until you can get a character 4-5 to then take them to 5-5, and maybe only use it on limited characters as they are more rare. In this case, for this video, I'm going to be using it on Nini. That was the whole plan of our summons that we did do yesterday, was to get Nini 5-5. So I will gladly go and use it. So what you go to here is go into Augment, click on Items, and then you can use a heart source. For those wondering how you get the rainbow special move sources, which is what you can use on any character, not attribute specific, you have to pay $30 a month for 3 months on the Cons Bonanza Pass, or the Collector's Pass. So it is kind of expensive, and it is ridiculous how long it takes you to even get the source, but there we go. We used the heart one on Nini, and now she is 5-5. And then what I can do now is go reroll that 6th slot, and hopefully get SP, and then I'm getting a massive buff on this Nini character, because that 6th slot that you get, when you get 500 additional SP on top of the 500 that you get from the first slot, it's crazy. In this case, we've got 300 defense. I'm going to keep it for now. I'll reroll later in my own time. So yeah, I definitely recommend using a character that is 4 out of 5. And then most importantly, if they are limited, they're definitely not a bad character to use it on. That said though, let me just give you a quick example of the new point event. It is very easily done, especially for those that have pulled Kenpachi. Kenpachi can very easily auto this. So can Unohana, but like Kenpachi is just very easily done because he is a NAD-based character. What I like to do is throw on a speed stick, so you can actually be a bit faster. Should throw on a 4-star one, and then you just let Kenpachi auto it. Farming point events is not hard. They literally make it very easy for you. So let's quickly just start the quest, and then I'll jump to the end of the quest to see the points that we do get. So kind of funny that the Kenny quest has Kaname as the final boss, right? So there you go. We finished up the quest. I was manualing it for a couple seconds there. And let's see how much points we do get. As I mentioned at the start of the video, it takes like a minute to run. And with the 5 or 6 tickets, because I do have the Cons Bonanza Pass, with 4 bonus characters, we get to 95,000 points. That, again, just keep in mind, when you look back at the 6th anniversary point event, which was also somewhat boosted, you were able to get 95 to like 100k points throughout the entire 2 weeks. In this case, for the next 6 or so days, we can get 95k if you have, again, 4 bonus characters and the Cons Bonanza Pass. Once you get the second half of the point event, Extra Quest 4 and 3, you're going to be getting like a 20% increase, so like 110 to 120k. That's kind of insane. We've never seen that amount of points before. So this is a point event that is definitely worth farming. And once you do hit the cap, so 5 million points, once you get the Heart Special Move source, you will then start to get a Brave Soul Summon ticket every 400k points. And you know, that's basically like 20 soul tickets for 1 guaranteed Brave Soul Summon ticket on top of the ones that you could get from the lottery reward. So what I do recommend most people do if you want to get a potential bunch of orbs or characters from this Brave Soul Summon tickets is to go ham on this point event. And since part 2 is going to be coming out on the 5th of January, whatever soul tickets that you get from this point event that will be sent to your gift box, like here for example, I would save all these soul tickets. I literally just started farming it like 2 hours ago. I would save all these soul tickets for the second half of the event because you're just getting more points. And even though it's, it's only an extra 20,000 points around that's what it should be, but it still helps out a lot. It saves you a lot of time, it saves you a lot of soul tickets. Those extra 20k points do add up if you're doing hundreds and hundreds of runs. So definitely recommend farming past the 5 million points once you do get the heart special move source. Although this is mainly going to benefit those that have 4 bonus characters. If you don't, then maybe just chill a bit. Get to the 5 million points, get the heart special move source, and call it a day. Anyway, lads, that was the video for today. Hope you guys did enjoy it. Let me know if you have already used the heart smooth source on anyone, and if you are going to be using it, let me know who you plan to use it on. Right, there's no bad options. If you want to use it on your favorite character, then use it on your favorite character. That said, hope you guys did enjoy the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.